So I'm going to show you how to harvest the right time and what to do after you harvest it. This way you could get the best taste from this squash. Do not harvest early and cook right away. That's a mistake. For everyone who's new, please subscribe for more upcoming garden videos by clicking the bell icon, and the subscribe button is 100% free and you join Green Tea Garden. So when it comes down to harvesting your butternut squash at the right time, you want to make sure you get a tan beige color, not green, not yellow. And another thing you do is the good old fingernail thumb test. Try to stick your fingernail in, and if it's not going in, the skin is hard, that's another sign. So with a tan color and skin is really hard, you can look at the bottom right there. See how it's dried? You see how this part is dry right here and it's look bright tan? Coming up to the top, we have a little dull green here, but that's fine. This is perfect to harvest. Now, when you harvest, you see this part right here? This is about an inch. You do not cut here because we're going to cure this squash. So we're going to come here, and it's always a little hard. Make sure your pruner is good and give it a good snap. Now, I'll show you guys right here. So if you see right here, look at this, beautiful. So I know most of you guys, as soon as you harvest this, you're ready to toss in the grill, stir fry, call the neighbors over and friends. All right, let's hold back for a moment. When you harvest your butternut squash and you want to get it to taste more delicious, you got to cure it. And to cure this butternut squash, it takes about 5 to 7 days to get a good curing. You could either cure it outdoor or you could cure it indoor. And what to do, you could leave it, if you want to do it outdoor, you could leave it in the sun. You could leave it upward like this, so the whole air goes around it and the sun hits it all corner. So that will lead to 5 to 7 days, and that will cure outside. If you leave it indoor, do not lay your squash down like this on the countertop. If you lay it like this, you got to flip it every 1 or 2 days. You have to flip it around. So this is why I like to stand it up. If you could stand your butternut squash like this, the air will come right away around, and this will help cure it. And when it cures, it heals all the wounds. It heals this squash from inside out, ripen the inside, making it really orange, really delicious and soft inside. When you cut this and you cook this, the flavor is amazing. Sound like I'm trying to sell you a butternut squash, and I am trying to sell you a butternut squash. Now, literally, you need to grow. If you never grown a butternut squash, or if you taste a butternut squash from the store and you think that was delicious, wait till you taste this when you cure this. After you cure this, you could store this on your countertop for a while. They last for a long time. Before you leave, I just wanted to share this. My butternut squash, when it was growing, the plant was at least about 6 feet growing, and it had about at least 15 male flowers. And literally, the plant was just growing and growing, and I didn't see any butternut squash. So what I did, I told people, like a lot of people said, leave the male flowers because you're going to attract bees. But let me just tell you something. If you have a lot of bees in your garden, you have like about 10 bees in your garden, you don't need any more bees. So you don't need to attract bees. What to do? Remove half of the male flowers. If you skip one between every time. Remove the first one, skip the second one, remove the third one. Remove half of the male flowers, do a light pruning of the beginning, and then you could get yourself some butternut squash. Do not grow leaves, do not grow male flowers constantly. We have a short garden season. If you have a long garden season, you go ahead and leave. You don't have to prune. If you're afraid and you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But you have a short garden season, prune and remove some male flowers, because the male flowers are not going to grow us anything. The female flowers are the one that produce. Now, thank you so much for watching Green Tea Garden. Don't forget to like, subscribe. It's 100% free. If you subscribe, you help my channel, and I appreciate it, and it's free, and that's something I really appreciate if you guys could do and help even share my videos and recommend it to other people. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much.